Right. Welcome everybody. This is not GT3 Monza the Racing Series. We're here for round 3. This is going to be F1A 98T, 40 laps around Monza Historic, the GP circuit. We are ready to go. So as long as I see all the thumbs in the server there, guys, when I know that you are all ready to go. Bear in mind that we have an hour anyway, so I don't really need you guys to be ready. You guys are going to know that we're ready as soon as I press the start button. But it's going to be very interesting. We have three drivers tied for first place, who are all in the server and in the event. This is going to be good fun. It's going to be a good tight event. A lot of skill and setups. And we're ready to go, guys. A lot of skill and going into the setups because of the boost on the cars. So there's going to be a lot of strategies going on. Hopefully these guys have managed to work out what the best strat is for them. And it's going to be a very interesting race to see how that unfolds and see who comes out on top. This is going to be good fun, guys. I can't wait. I'm like super excited right now. I've been super excited all day. And a little bit stressed, I'm not going to lie. I've been a little bit stressed today. Because it's, you know, hyping up to this last event. Crudders, did you get into the lobby? You did, right? Did Crudders get in there? Is Crudders not racing? Did you decide not to race today? And we have somebody leaving the pits already. Eager Beaver there. Going out. Ready to get on track. We have absolutely no idea who that was. Oh, look. It's JK16. Why would I expect anything less? And he's picked the blue 98T. So he's in a blue car. JK16 is a very good driver. In the last event, he started at the back. He came on, did the quickest lap. Look at the way those wheels are wobbling around. What is that? That's crazy. He came in, did the quickest hot lap for Qually, dropped out, rejoined so that he could start at the back, and put in a stonking race performance and came all the way through the pack to win the race. So an absolutely stonking performance from JK16 there. And as you can see, everybody is coming out of the pits now and getting on the track. I would appreciate a bit of space between you guys. I don't want you to cause race incidents before the race has even started. Also, please remember, like I said, there's one more rule that I've added. I hope that all of you guys were listening when I said it. But when you are the defending driver... Wow, these cars are loud. When you are the defending driver, you are allowed to move once into the braking zone of the corner to defend your line. But then you need to stick to your line and follow that through the corner. And we have somebody off already, almost. Getting a bit wild there, managed to recover that. Who was that? I have no idea who that was. Wasn't JK16. It was JK16. JK16 was getting a bit wild there. And as you can see from here, you can see what assist these guys are using too. If any at all. Grog is still in the pits. Still in the pits. And we have the Mister coming in here for the first hot lap. See what kind of line he takes and what kind of time he gets for the first guy on track. Putting in the first lap. Easy. Whoa, he nearly went into the wall already. You gotta be careful, and yep. Gotta be careful, guys. Gotta be careful. The Mister actually is also streaming. I did have a link last time, so let me just have a look for that. Because I do believe I have it somewhere. let me find it. I know it's there somewhere. If anybody is interested, Pato, if you could copy and post this link periodically through the stream, that would be great. Really appreciate it, my dude. Alright. So, Captain Ahab. Thank you, Mr. Pato. One of my good friends and good mods there. And Captain Ahab is off. Let's watch a lap by the JK. I don't know what's going on with this. A bit weird, right? Your car's bugging out, JK. I don't know what's going on with that, bro. I am just looking through my list for some of the other drivers that have not turned up yet. Alright, we'll see, we'll see. I'm sending out messages to people that were in the last events, if they are online, to see if they want to come and do the event. I am in fact going to turn my camera off just for a minute while I smoke because I don't want it to be on stream. Yeah, I'm not sure, JK. It looked really weird, dude. It looked really weird when you were driving around. No one else is doing it, though. It was just your car. Oh, no, now his car's doing it, too. Look. Wow. That's kind of weird, right? Is it really that bad? Maybe. Don't think so. Not on the wheels. I don't think the game is that intricate, to be honest. Sorry, I'm just messaging someone. Sorry guys, I'm doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes here. I'm not just watching the game, I'm messaging lots of people that were in the races before because a lot of people haven't turned up to the event. And I don't know if that's the timing or the laps or whatever. So I'm just making sure that the people that were here before know that we're going to be doing other stuff. And we are currently watching Tars, I thought we were. So let's see Tars on track. Look at these wobbling wheels, that's really crazy, man. I've got absolutely no idea why it's doing that. Don't actually see anybody else online that might have been in the event before. Not that I have everybody in my friends list that was in the event anyway, I don't. Alright, so remember guys, there are 3 prizes to be won for first, second and third. So you get Steam Wallet gifts for first, second and third. Also for the fastest lap in the race. And also guys, I want you to pay attention in the race because I want you guys to vote on the driver that you think is MVP for the whole event. Okay? So you need to pay attention and watch drivers and see who you think deserves the MVP for the whole race. And we'll do that vote at the end of the event, once we have finished. So far 109 is looking like the best time. 110, 112, 113, and then it drops off all the way down the grid. But remember, these guys are just getting warmed up. It's a fairly clean lap by Charles there, guys. It's a fairly clean lap by Charles. The other thing that I would say to you guys to be aware of as well is that when you are overtaking someone, remember that remember that when you're behind someone, you have literally no downforce. So be very careful braking into corners when you're directly behind somebody. I want you guys to be very, very aware of that. Gummy Bear's doing okay. 117. He's quite a bit off the pace, but that's okay. Like I said, these guys are still warming up and getting used to the car. We have 48 minutes left of qualifying. Just making sure everybody is there and knows. God damn it. I can't type, man. It's fucking annoying. Sorry, just give me a second, guys. I apologize. I'm trying to do too much at once here. Alright, we're good. Right, who else is on track? Haters is in the pits. Ed De Silva. Let's go check Ed De Silva's lap and see what he's doing. 109 is the best so far. I don't think JK is improving on that right now. We have 11 drivers in here so far. Go DJ. I do believe that's pretty much it though. What happened there, man? De Silva, come on, bro. Sort it out, mate. You gotta watch that speed in the pits. Don't be getting no penalties now. Hi, Miguel. How you doing, buddy? Welcome. Sorry. I'm doing so much at the moment. Not only am I trying to watch the race, but I'm also trying to message everybody and get everybody in the event too. But how you doing, Miguel? Welcome, buddy. That better not be Gummy sitting there. No, it's not. Who is this sitting on the side of the track right here? Who is this? Who is this right here? Not Trip. Ahab, come on, bro. Get your butt in gear. So let's watch Trip. Let's have a look at Trip and see how Trip's getting on. And like I said, these guys are going to have to be very careful with their strategy today. Because you have this boost feature in the cars. Now, too much boost and it does damage to the car. So, they're going to have to negate the boost damage with pitting and repairing the damage. And being able to get the car to the end of the race. So, there's going to be a lot of different strategies going on. And a lot of different pit stop strategies going on as well with regards to tyre wear and stuff like that. Because we do have the advanced tyre wear on, which means the tyres should be wearing out a lot quicker than normal. And I'm assuming that they will have to replace the tyres. I also believe, depending on their boost level, that they may have to refuel as well. So there's a lot of different factors to take into account into this race today, guys. And just to show you, at the moment, this is the current standings. So we have De Silva, Tars and JK16 all tied for first place at 5 points. We have Trip in second. Tony really in third, who can't be present today, unfortunately. He's not able to join us. He's working at the moment. Japs in fourth. Sweet Speed. These guys are all tied, though. These guys are all tied. They all have 2 points. So, it could be anyone's race. Depending on who has incidents, who crashes, who wrecks. All this kind of stuff. But as you can see, there's a lot of different people in here at the moment. And these are all the guys that have competed in previous events. But as you can see, it's going to be a close race between these 3. And very interesting. But that don't forget that Trip could come through and win the event too. Trip could take the pole and take the winning position if these guys start fighting too hard in the start of the race. They could end up taking each other out. So, it could be anyone's race. You never know. You never know what could happen. You never know what could happen, guys. Yeah, alright. I mean, you know, I'm just talking, man. We're just talking about strategies and stuff. I don't know, because I haven't driven these cars enough. You know, we had a little play with these cars when I was deciding what car we were going to use. And we worked out that we quite liked these cars. They were going to be good fun, so that's what we're doing. Let's have a look at Sweet Speed and see how he's getting on. Well, it looks like he's spinning right round, baby, right round. Yeah, engine repair is also going to be a must, so this is what I'm saying. It's like a case of managing your boost and the engine damage through the race, plus the fact that you're going to have to refuel. There's going to be a lot of pit stops and pit strategies and all kinds of stuff going on. I can't wait. It's going to be really, really exciting. Here we go. We still got Ed to Silver. Let's have a look at Tars. Tars is on track again. And invisible. He's engaged his cloaking device. Look. He's a little stealth ninja on track right now. Remember, guys, pushing the hardest isn't always going to be the fastest line. Sometimes slower is faster. More controlled is faster. So pushing as hard as you can and crashing into absolutely everything, Mr. Tars, is not going to get you the fastest lap. Who we got here? The Mister again. Okay, let's watch another lap by the Mister. He's wobbling all over the place. Probably trying to get some heat into his tyres. He's probably just come out the pits. So he's warming his tyres up. Remember, guys, anyone in the chat, if you want to take part in some of these events, this will not be the last event that I do. I'm sure that there will be more esports events. For safety reasons, I will not allow anyone to just jump in and start racing if we have not seen you in our racing lobbies before. But for future reference, if anybody does want to take part in future esports events, please join the Discord and come and race in the lobbies that we host every day, so that you can race with us. We can get to see what kind of a driver you are and see if you're, you know, your driver's skill level is at least up to a certain standard of driving in these events, because we don't like crashers and wreckers. We like people to have some sort of driver ability. Even if you are just a new player, that's fine, but we need to see that you are a you know, you're a decent driver on track, that you respect other drivers, that you move out of the way, that you're not going to be bumping into each other and crashing into each other and causing accidents, because that will just ruin the event for everybody. And that's not good for anyone, you know? We're here to have a good race and a good event. But anybody is welcome. And you can find my Discord right here. And the 2 previous events are on my YouTube right here. So if you want to go and check those out at some point, you can do. I have to remember as well, guys, that a lot of the drivers are in different time zones. So, whoops. Trying to pick a good time for everybody has been incredibly difficult. Well, someone hit a hay bale. Gotta watch that kick on those revs, guys. The car kicks. It gets to around here, around 6,500 revs, and then the boost kicks in and the car kicks. That's gonna be really difficult on that last corner. Parabolica is what they've told me the name of that corner is. So coming out of Parabolica onto your start straight, you need to be very careful with the acceleration on that corner, guys. Feathering that throttle and making sure that you are ready for the car to kick when it hits that 6.5, like that. When it kicks into 6,500 revs, you guys need to be very, very careful. I do believe he just sustained some damage, so probably back to the pits for him it is. Let's have a look at Sweet Speed again. I'm going to go to the cockpit view for a little while. And we'll see how this goes. What did you do? He broke his car. Well, he's lost the fucking wheel now. Unlucky. He lost the wheel. Let's have a look at Need More Grog. He's on his way back down the back straight here. And we can see the map actually. That's good. Now we can see the map, so we can see where drivers are. Little bit eager on the left there. Now somebody else is on the back straight there somewhere. So there's a yellow board on the left here. Do you believe that one there? Oh, no, that one there. Right, so there's a yellow board there that I use for my braking point for this corner. You can see it again. This yellow board right here. Not that one because it's too close, but the one further back. And you can use that as a braking marker for the corner. Again, we watch Sweet Speed coming round. And that's to be on the safe side, guys. To be safe, that board there. That one's a little bit too close, I think. If you try and brake on that one, you're going to miss your corner. But you can start slowing down at that other one and then braking at the second one, I guess. So we're watching Sweet Speed coming around for his final lap now. Let's see how good he gets on this hot lap of his. And if anybody else is streaming, don't forget to send me your link so I can add it to the multi-stream link, which Pado has just posted very kindly. Thank you very much, Mr. Pado. So we do have other drivers in the race that are streaming. So if you would like to go and watch them too. Yeah, there we go. Oh! Remember to be aware of where you are on the track, guys, and if you slide off, make sure you either stop and wait for the cars to go past. I think there's going to be a lot of spin-outs on Parabolica today, man. A lot of these guys don't seem to know how to take that corner, or are not ready for the car when it kicks. Again, we're riding with Ed De Silva. Not Ed, Eric. Eric! It's Banana Man in disguise. In fact, I'm sure he's got a pile of bananas there in front of him on his lap. Maybe he'll turn into Banana Man mid-race and just fly to the end. I guess we'll wait and see. JK's still not getting a better lap time though. He's still at 109.3. Tripp has managed to get better lap time though. Oh. There are like 3 cars there. Kind of look like it. 111, 110s. Close from 7th up. Some close times there, I guess. I mean, they're a lot more spread out this time, but that's to be expected. You know? These cars are not easy to drive. They're really not. They do take a certain amount of skill, which is why we picked them. Because we wanted to give guys something, you know, this isn't about let's see who can drive the easiest car in the game and we just drive those. We're looking for a driver that can drive multi-discipline, all different types of cars, and win races in every single group. So, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the best driver across multi-disciplines. Not just the best driver in one kind of car. So we're riding with F the Aiders right now on his hot lap. Let's see what he can do. Again, this corner right here is a bit tricky. He waited to brake really late. Wow. Oh, and that was the result of it. He managed to control that pretty well, though. Let's be honest. He braked. I mean, to me, it seemed like it. I don't know if the spectator view or whatever is a little bit buggy sometimes, but it looked like he waited until the last possible second to start braking into that corner. Tripp is back out on track, Gummy. Let's ride again with Mr. Sweetspeed and see how he gets on. He's coming down for a hot lap right now. And he did in fact just jump up to 5th place on the grid. So he had a good run there, a good lap. Anybody want to vote on who you'd like to watch do a lap? Who would you like to watch out of the list here? We only have 11 drivers in the server right now on the grid, so we're missing quite a few drivers today. Maybe it's the day? I'm not quite sure. Is there anyone that's missing? Actually, we're missing. Who are we missing? We're missing Crazy Falafel. Where is Crazy Falafel? Crazy Falafel has not joined yet. Let's ride again with Tarzan. You touched the wall and broke it. Yeah, I saw it, man. I saw it. You brake really late into that corner, though. Oh, it sounded like it. It sounded like you braked really late and then turned to the right really sharp. Tars is just cruising here. He's got plenty of space in front of him. Ah, okay, okay. I mean, JK is a talented driver, dude. I don't want to say that you're not, but JK is a very talented driver. He's not the only one on the grid either. There are quite a few talented drivers in here. Tars being one of them. Tars is a gamepad driver too. So, yeah, JK is a madman. He certainly is. So let's watch Tars do his hot lap. Whoops. Alright, please remember, guys, to give each other space, okay? Especially if somebody's on a qualifying lap. Don't try and race each other. That's just going to be bad news. You're trying to qualify, guys. Come on. Wait for the race for that shit. Oh, no, Tars, no! Manages to control it and brings it round without actually making contact with anything. Good job, Tars. Good job. JK is still on track and doing laps, but he's not beating his quickest lap time. So a 109.3 seems to be the quickest lap so far. Oh, 109.9. 110.4. These two are really close. I can't get over how wobbly this is. How wobbly is this? That's crazy, right? Looks like the car had too many mushrooms last night and is still suffering from the Asperger effects. Still invisible for some reason, Tars. I don't know what's going on with your connection right there, buddy. If there is anything wrong with it, I'm not sure, but you're driving around in an invisible car there, bro. I think we've lost one too. I do believe so. Let me just check Steam. Give me a second. Alright. Alright, we do have a couple. How long do we have left of quali? I'm not sure. 20 minutes. Sorry, just messaging someone. Wow, what's going on there, man? Come on. What are you doing, Tars? What are you doing? What are you doing, Tars? Remember, like I said, guys, these cars are not easy to drive. They're not easy to drive at all. And for some of these drivers, I think maybe they might be just a little bit too wild. Oh, sweet, you didn't. Is that why you're not on the list? Well, that sucks, Swede. But let that be a reminder to all of you. Please remember the speed limit in the pit lane. Remember to use your pit limiters, guys, because we don't want you to get disqualified. Alright, Miguel, no problem, dude. No problem. I appreciate you doing that, my dude. So I thank you. Is there anything you can do about it? Can you restart your router and try and rejoin? You have at least 17 minutes. Oh my god, Tars. Tars is having a real bad, rough time of it out there on track. Let's check out Japs. These cars are super loud as well. Yeah, I don't know why you're ghosted either, Tars. It's weird, man. I'm sure it'll be fine in the race. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine in the race. Yeah, sweet. That's absolutely fine, dude. You've got plenty of time. But I don't think that that's going to take away your disqualification. I don't think you're going to be able to mess with anything. I think you're still going to be disqualified if you rejoin. So you can try, but I do believe so. Alright, Miguel. No problem, dude. Again, I really appreciate you dropping out and being aware of the fact that your connection is going to cause issues. So, thank you, dude. I'm really sorry that you can't race in the event. But don't worry, there'll be more. This is not the last event that we'll be running. There will be more. Just not this year. It'll be next year now. This is the last event before Christmas. Just because, you know, Christmas period and etc, and it's gonna be hard. Oh, what am I doing? Whoops. Sure, there's more than 11 people online right now. There just doesn't seem to be They're just not in here. Maybe these cars are too challenging for them. How are we getting on, guys? This chap's getting a better time? Let's see. Well, as I stated before, these cars are not easy cars to drive. They are really not. But looking at the times, I think it's going to be between these three. Tars is quite a way back. He's not that far back, but he's a little bit off the pace when it comes to the qualifying times. Just can't find that extra second or two in the pace there, Tars. We literally have 10 minutes. It's more like 12 minutes, but not long. Yes, Sarone, the server is passworded. If you're in the Discord, please message me on Discord and I'll give you the password. You have literally 10 minutes to join, dude. But I will tell you, if we can get away from this, so that I can talk without the game noise. There are rules. There are rules to driving. And I've brought in a new rule today. And the new rule is that when you have two drivers going into a corner, if you are the defending driver, if you are the one in the front and someone is coming for an overtake, you are allowed to move once to defend your line, and then you must stick to your line going into the corner. You can't pick a line on one side and then wobble to the other side to block the driver. In these cars, that's a big no-no, okay? So the new rule that we've been brought in today is one defending move going into cornering. So one move, you can move once into the braking zone, and that's it. You have to stick to your line through the corner. No wobbling all over the track. Because that's just a bad day waiting to happen. You can find the Discord here. I'm sure you're on Discord anyway, dude. You should be. But that's a link to Discord. And the password, the server is passworded because it's a proper event and not just a normal open lobby. So people are expected to drive properly, respectfully. Oh, did you? Spinning in the pits. Gotta stop. I told you. You guys have got to be careful. You guys have got to be careful in these cars. It is a 40-lap race. A 40-lap race, which means you will have to refuel your car. You probably will have to change tires. You have to be very careful with your boost setting on the car, because you need to make the car survive 40 laps. In timings. Yeah, it'll show that here. That's right. So we can see 2 grid place penalties, 1 grid place for Ahab, for Tars, the Silver. All of you speeding in the blooming pit lane. You need to be careful because it's costing you positions on the grid. Oh, they both copied each other. Oh my god, JK. Ah! Oh my god. That was totally JK, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. And it wasn't Sweet Speed. Was it Sweet Speed? I don't even know who that was. Who was it? Who was it? Come on, own up. I think it was Sweet Speed. I think it was Sweet Speed. But I'm not saying anything. Yeah, I don't know who it was, man. I don't know who it was. It was a blue car. So it's this guy or this guy. I don't think it was JK. It might have been JK. It might have been. But if it was, he went back to the pits before I could click on his name. So I didn't see it. But if we go to the chase view, who's it? It wasn't Sweet. Oh, Mav's joined. Mav has joined. So Mav 85 is in there. It wasn't JK. No, it wasn't you, man. Wasn't Gummy either. Wasn't Ahab. It was the Mister. It was the Mister. Mister is in a blue car. So he's the other person who is streaming. And Pato has got the link there somewhere. He'll drop it in the chat in a moment. But we are running a multi-stream today. So we've got me that's hosting the event. And the Mister, who is one of our drivers, is also streaming the event. I just want to make sure that Mav understands. Just gonna make sure that everybody understands the rules. I want you all to know one move. This car is really hard to drive. You're right, it is. I just want to make sure that everybody is aware. 5 minutes left, guys. Yeah. Cyanide. I hope you're ready for this, dude. Trip is also streaming. Pato. If you can add Mr. Trip's link to the multi-stream as well, please. That would be very much appreciated. Mr. Pato, where are you? Mr. Pato. Budgie calling Mr. Patter to the commentary box. Come on. Where are you? Let's watch a lap by the haters. Alright. Give me a moment. Listen there, young chap. Don't be, taking the mickey out of the commentator. Don't want to get yourself disqualified from the event already, and we haven't even started yet, have we, young chap? Hmm? Alright, guys, we have 3 minutes. 3 minutes before the event. If you guys need to go and take a break and a toilet break and stuff, do it now very, very quickly. We literally have 3 minutes before the race starts. Okay? I am going to do just that, so I will be right back. Oh, wow. Look at that. Good timing. That was awesome. I managed to make a cup of coffee and go to the toilet, and I'm ready. Woo! So good. If the hater's on pole, he's not. Oh, you got a grid place penalty. You did. Unlucky. Alright, guys. Hope you're ready. As you can see, everyone else is kind of like getting all ready and they're all like, hopefully, right? Please remember this event, these events have been sponsored by DriveNightLive and EdgeTV, and without their sponsorship, these events would not be possible. As you can see, there are the links to their channels. Please go and drop them a follow and join their Discord, because they do also run esports events at a different time zone, because they are in LA. They're based in LA. But hope you guys are ready. In first place, we got JK16 with a, what was his time? 109.3. In second place, F the Haters, 109.9. In third place on the grid, we have Eric Banana Man De Silva with a 1 minute 10. Jap's very close behind him with another 1 minute 10. Tars bringing up fifth with a 2 grid place penalty, 1 minute 11. Trip 1 minute 12. The Mister with a 1 minute 13. Zerone also with a 1 minute 13. Captain Ahab with a 1:14, and Gummy Bear bringing up the rear with a 1 minute 14 as well. In fact, he is not bringing up the rear. We have Need More Grog behind Gummy Bear, which is surprising. 1 minute 17.7. Followed by Mav with a 1 minute 20. And Sweet Speed, who unfortunately got disqualified for speeding in the pit lane. Naughty Sweet Speed. I hope you guys are ready. Drivers, enter your vehicles and start your engines, please, for the race is about to begin. Did you jump the grid, or what the hell happened there, man? What? What happened? What was that? Oh, it put him back. It must have been a little glitch at first. That's all right. So strap in, sit back, and enjoy the show, guys. This is going to be very, very intense. Yeah. Nothing wrong with some shots of whiskey, bro. But I will not be partaking, as if I did, I would be slurring my words and not able to commentate. So, we are not drinking. Seems to be a bit of confusion on the grid here. They have not actually started their engines. So, F the Haters in front. They've got the first 3 guys on the grid here. Where did Ed De Silva? Ed De Silva dropped down into 5th. I'm guessing that was a grid place penalty. He did have a grid place penalty. Tars has dropped down to 7th, look. Not too far behind. Where are we at? Let's have a look. So we've got Ed De Silva, and Tars is just behind Ed De Silva. He could make a lunge through this gap. It depends on how good a start he gets. Please, guys, take it easy with the first lap. Let you guys kind of filter around. Don't be too aggressive. I don't want to see any crashes at the beginning. All right. And they're under starter's orders. The engines are revving. And they're off. Oh, Sweet Speed got a flying start there. Straight down the outside. Straight up into 5th. Into 4th. Into 3rd. Oh my God. Sweet Speed with the flying start right there. Let's drop back a bit and see what's happening back here. If the haters has gone off already, does he have damage? It looks like he has damage and we'll have to hobble all the way back to the pits. That is not good. We have Gummy Bear, which is doing okay. Someone else is on the side here. Is Mav. Mav is on the side. Gummy Bear passes him quite easily. Mav also having damage. And will need to also hobble his way back to the pits. Oh, no. No, 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 no. F the haters, careful. Oh. My God. All right, let's go back up the front. What's happening here with Parabolica out on the straight? We have Japs in 4th place, chasing hard at JK, Sweet Speed, and Ed De Silva, who is leading the race right now, up in 1st place. Tars, who is right behind and coming, he got a good run out of that corner. Trip, who is also back. We have the Mister pulling up on Need More Grog right here as well. Going for a sneaky overtake. Nice and easy does it. Coming up on Jerome now. You're drinking for me then. Good job, dude. Going for the overtake on Jerome there. Quite easy. I think Jerome is just taking it easy while he gets used to the car. Gummy Bear up into 7th. Still got a bit of a competition here between Tars and Japs. Tars is chasing Japs quite hard now. And for some strange reason, it's turned all those off. Never mind. And it's doing a bit of a random, let's do the random cameras thing. Let's go with the cockpit view. So Tars is still chasing. We still have Trip coming up on Gummy Bear right now. Coming out of Parabolica onto the straight, just doesn't have the power. I don't have the power! Coming down the straight there. Tars is closing on Japs though. Ed De Silva all the way up in the front there, got a good lead. But I do believe Sweet Speed is catching him. Oh, mind the wall, mind the wall. Easy now. Switching to Sweet Speed. He's a little bit far back. They're both a little bit far back for an overtake. Sweet Speed is chasing hard though and has good pace. JK16 just taking a little bit of a stroll back there. I'm sure he's just being a little bit more conservative with his car. Sweet Speed getting a good run down the straight now. Out of Parabolica, he's catching him. He's catching him very slowly, but he is catching. JK1 coming up for an overtake on Japs right now. Very, very close. Is he going to go for a move into the corner here? He is. He's making a brave move. Oh my goodness. They're side by side and had to submit. Giving Japs the corner. JK just backing off a little bit there. Giving him the corner. Tars coming up. Tars has dropped down a little bit there actually. Dropped back a bit, but holding his own. Gummy Bear doing very well today. Up in 5th place there. Still got very close driving here between Sweet and Ed. And Sweet again gets a good run out of that corner and is catching Ed. Is he going to go for the overtake on that corner? Or is he going to sit back and wait? No. He's got a good run, but he does back off, in fact. Does back off. JK won again on the back of Japs. Coming into the same corner. Is he also? Oh, and Japs touched the grass. That could have been all over. JK on the inside going for it. He goes in for the breaking point. He takes the corner. And he secures the overtake right there. Good move by JK16. Makes it stick and holds the corner. Nice battle there, JK. But Japs isn't having any of it and coming right back at JK and coming in for the overtake on the outside. Doesn't quite have the pace. But he's right behind him, coming up now. Again. But decides to back off a little bit and wait for the breaking point. Okay. Tries to get a tighter line on the inside. Doesn't quite get the acceleration out of the corner. Very closely matched, these two, but Japs unfortunately does have... He did have a better run out of the corner, but he backed off for some reason. But he's coming right back at JK now. No, he's not going for it, guys. He keeps pulling back and then going for it and pulling back and going for it. So maybe he's a little bit nervous. Sweet Speed has overtaken Eric De Silva. Banana Man has been overtaken by Sweet Speed. Better eat them bananas, Eric. See what you can do, bro. Ed De Silva now pushing a little bit harder to catch up with Sweet Speed. Remembering, of course, that these guys are going to have to pit to repair their engines at some point. We don't see that on our little graphic here. So we have no idea how much damage these guys are carrying right now. Ed De Silva has dropped back, but he's coming back at him. He's carrying more speed down the straight. A little bit eager there. He's had to back off to get the grip for the corner. Trip and Jerome is back there. We have Japs and JK are still battling it out around the circuit here. So we have two battles going on the track. Three, really. Because we have Trip here, who's also chasing Jerome. Not quite close enough to go for an overtake. Neither is Japs. And neither is Eric De Silva. Let's see if he gets him on Parabolica. And we have somebody getting lapped right here. I do believe that was Captain Ahab. These guys are wobbling around a little bit. These guys are being lapped now. Oh no! De Silva has hit whoever that was. Mr. Mav has been hit. But unfortunately, this is exactly what I was talking about when I said about wobbling all over the track, guys. Unfortunately, that is Mav out of the race, I'm afraid. Please, can you exit to the pits if you have damage? Yeah, but he wobbled, man. He wobbled from one side to the other. I do believe he's missing both wheels off the back of his car. He has no wheels on the back of his car right now. And that is race over for Mr. Mav, I'm afraid. That is unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. But instead of Mav sticking to one side, he went from one side to the other side. And went across a high-speed section of the track when he knew two faster cars were coming behind him. I don't know what to really say about that. But that's exactly what I was saying about the sticking to your line and not wobbling all over the track, was for exactly that reason. So Ed De Silva, who looks to... It appears that he got away with hardly any damage there. So... yeah, it's surprising. I'm surprised as you are that De Silva did not get any damage from that. He is still hot on the tail of Mr. Sweet Speed. But we are still watching Japs and JK1. And Tars is coming up on the Mister. But he's not close enough. Gummy doing very well, holding his own in 5th position there. Watching Japs again coming back at JK. Is he going to get a better run out of the corner? It looks like it. Is he going to get a better run? Didn't quite have the momentum to go for an overtake there. And Ned De Silva has dropped back from Sweet Speed now. He is coming back at him. He's gone to defend. That was a bit cheeky, Mr. JK. I told you one move for the corner, buddy. Come on. Oh, but JK has made a mistake. They're side by side. And Japs has got the overtake. I do believe that JK let him through there. Thank you, Mr. Pado, for posting that multi-link. For anybody interested in the chat, there are 2 drivers also streaming in the race. If you want to go and check out their streams, please do so. Go and drop them follows and show some love. I'm sure that they will appreciate it. We have a good little battle here between JK and Japs. We also have one between Sweet Speed, and Ed De Silva has managed to overtake Sweet Speed. We completely missed that. I don't know what happened there. We were watching the incident between Japs and JK. Captain Ahab, that was Trip, I do believe, has fallen back as well. Has been lapped. So I wonder if Trip had an accident somewhere and got some damage and maybe had to pit in. Tars in the pits here. Is he refueling? No. Is he changing tyres? We don't know. We have absolutely no idea what's going on with Tars right now because we don't see any of his pit crew at all. And Tars is out of the pits and heading back on track. Again with racing here. Japs is coming back at J16. Let's see if he gets him. So again, something's happened there because JK16 let Japs in front and has then come back at him and overtaking him again at some point. Sweet Speed is still coming back at Ed De Silva as well. Do you believe that this is Mr. Trip ahead of them? I do believe so. Yes, it is. So Mr. Trip is just ahead of him, and JK has gone wide again. Jap's also having to brake to get the corner. But Trip in front there. Pulling over and letting them by. Very nice of him. Thank you, Mr. Trip, for doing that. You didn't have to do that, buddy, but thank you very much. Very sportsmanlike of you. And please, guys, don't forget that you're looking for MVP of the race, guys. You guys need to be aware of who's racing, what's going on. And vote for an MVP at the end of the race. We also have the fastest lap of the race to be won as well. So there's several prizes to be won in this race, not just the first 3 drivers that win. And of course the winner of the series, which will be announced today too. Still, there's a lot of stuff going on between these two. So the race is generally between 4 drivers at the moment. Between Ed De Silva, I keep calling him Ed, Eric De Silva, and Sweet Speed, and JK16 and Japs. Tars is way back. Oh, he's got him. Sweet Speed has got Eric De Silva with an undertake there, coming out of Parabolica, as Eric has obviously made a mistake there and had to brake to compensate for his line there on the exit of Parabolica. And Sweet Speed has taken full advantage of that and got the overtake done, and is now in first place. But Ed De Silva is not giving up. Oh no, Eric De Silva is not giving up. It's coming right back at him. So we have the Mister who is overtaking. Is it Mister or Gummy? Gummy went into the pits, okay. So the Mister who is coming up to overtake, I do believe, Trip. Is that a Mr. Trip? It is a Mr. Trip. So the Mister having a much better race today than he had done before. In the last race anyway. Moving up into 5th place. But still, Jabs and JK16 still battling it out here. And Eric, who is right behind Sweet Speed on the exit of Parabolica there. Can he get the run down the straight to pull the overtake at the end? Let's see. Got to be very careful here with the dirty air and the braking. As he comes in to do an overtake now, he dropped back a little bit too far. I don't think he's close enough to go for the overtake. Yeah, he's not quite close enough there. And as we can see, Jabs and JK aren't really close enough either. So let's go and have a look at other people for a minute. We've got Captain Ahab bringing up the rear. Need more groggers in the pits, just leaving. Gummy Bed just left the pits too. We're on lap 13 out of 40, guys. So, I'm not sure about fuel-wise, but, oh. Need more grog being very careful there on the exit of the pits. Just so that he doesn't get a penalty for crossing that white line there. Gummy Bear ahead of him. Mr. Trip, who is, quite far back. I do believe he's a lap down as well at this point. But that's okay because he might catch up when the other guys go in for their pit stops. We don't know what people's strategies are. We don't know what they're doing. So there's plenty of opportunity for these guys to be overtaken, yeah. Tars, who is having an okay race too, but also a lap down, I believe. Not having such a great race today, Tars. Mr. Zero, who I believe is also going to be lapped. The Mister, who is on form and not been lapped yet. So he's still within the running. He's not that far behind them either. So he could possibly catch them up at this point. I missed an overtake from De Silva. I did, yes. I did miss the overtake from De Silva. And Sweet Speed has fallen and dropped back a little bit. And the fuel load on some of these cars is getting a bit low now. Well, I say a bit low. We're at about half the tank of gas on lap 16. Ed De Silva has nailed him on the overtake there. It does not show how many incidents each driver has. No, it does not. Well, actually, 230. So about 230 degrees is the point where the engine will start taking damage. So optimal temperature is between 215 and 230 degrees Fahrenheit. So as long as he's not over 230, he will not be doing damage to his car because of engine heat. So yeah. Hey Mev, how's it going, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Sorry about your little incident, dude. I don't know what happened there. We can talk about it after the race, but at the moment, things are a little bit cooking. So, Japs is still very close. These guys keep copying each other's mistakes. So one guy makes a mistake, the other guy behind him makes the same mistake. And it's really easy to do that. Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem. I just thought that it would be nice to invite you in. Oh, mate. Unlucky, buddy. Well, I hope you feel better, man. I hope you feel better. The race seems to be going okay so far. We've got, so we have two groups of drivers that are challenging each other. We have Japs and JK16, and then we have Sweet Speed and Ed De Silva. Sweet Speed has dropped back quite a bit on Ed De Silva now. Eric De Silva. I keep calling him Ed. I don't know why I keep calling him Ed, but I do. His name is Eric. Eric Banana Man De Silva. Just have to remember that. Banana Man. He's had his bananas. That's what happened. That's what must have happened. He must have had his bananas and turned into Banana Man. That's the only explanation for him having overtaken Sweet Speed and be gaining such a lead on him now. He must have turned into Banana Man. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's going to be very touch and go with the strategies. It's a long race. They will have to pit and refuel, and they will be repairing the damage at the same time. So Roan is coming up to overtake somebody here. I do believe it's Tars. That's Captain Ahab. And now Tars is in front. Let's see how Zerone does. That's a little bit more information than we need to know, dude. I'd appreciate it if you don't discuss such things in the esports event. Thank you very much. Some of you guys have no filters, dude. Come on, mate. So he's dropped back a bit, but JK16 jumps. has overtaken J16, and J16 is back behind Japs. We missed that there. I keep missing all these goddamn overtakes. I don't know why I'm missing them, because I keep watching them and nothing happens. So I go to someone else and then they overtake each other. Do you believe that that is a Rome? Careful, guys. Be careful. JK16 all over the back of Japs. He's coming up on the inside. He goes for the overtake, knowing there's a car ahead of him, and secures the overtake, takes the inside line and absolutely makes it stick. But can he make it stick, or will Japs get him again? Oh, it's close. Japs goes for the outside. They're side by side now. Nope, Japs backs off, lets JK go back in front. Takes the safer move because he's not sure about the car ahead of him. I do believe that's what he's watching. They're watching this car here to see what he's doing so that he doesn't get in the way. He's playing it smart. So he's backed off a little bit. Nice battle between these two, actually. It has pretty much been Japs and JK all the way through the race. But they are dropping back from the other guys at the front. They're 30 seconds back right now. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. As we said before, race strategy is going to come into it a lot with these cars. And it's too early to tell. We're at the halfway mark right now. So we're only halfway through the race. Anything can happen yet. The Mister is in the pits. We're going to stick with these guys for a minute. We're going to stick with these guys just for a minute. Because it seems to be the only action on the track worth watching. And Shaggy Dan coming in there with a host for the channel. How are you doing, Shaggy Dan? Welcome everybody. I'm Budgie and we are running an esports event right now. And we are racing the F1A 98T for 40 laps around Monza, and we are at the halfway mark right now. And there has been a battle going on between these two drivers, Mr. Japs and Mr. JK16, since the beginning of the race. They keep swapping position. And the same with Sweet Speed and Eric De Silva at the front there. Sweet Speed is... oh, they're both in the pits. So, both Sweet Speed and Eric De Silva are in the pits, and we have JK and Japs coming around now. Are they going to get out of the pits? What is Sweet Speed doing? Did he have a drive-through? He's only got 9 liters left of fuel left in his car. What happened there? Did he make a mistake? I think they did. I think they did. Oh! Easy. Easy. He went for the overtake there on Mr. Tripp, I do believe. No, it was Tars. Mr. Tars. Oh no, Tars. Careful, careful. Careful, Tars. Hold it, mister. So, Japs. Sweet Speed has been caught out there and is now coming in for his pit stop again. But Eric is not far behind him. And is coming round now. And we have to wait. Tars is coming to the pits. No, that's Mr. Tripp. Mr. Tripp is in the pits. Japs and JK have moved up into second and third now. Yeah, very, very, very unfortunate for a, yeah, very unfortunate for Sweet Speed with the pit stop right there. But it's all kicking off between these guys. They're all over each other all the time. It's been like this all the way through the event. So all the way through the race, these guys have been swapping position. JK16 takes the lead, then Japs takes the lead. Then JK16 takes the lead, then Japs takes the lead. So it's very close between these guys. They're very evenly matched. And switch it into the cockpit view for a minute. Oh, he had a better run on the braking point. But can't carry that speed through the corner and get the run down the straight. We will see. Sweet Speed is back out of the pits and in fourth, but he's quite a way back. Well, actually, he's not that far back. It's only 18 seconds, which isn't much, really. It's not a lot, because I think these guys are going to have to pit again yet. I guess we'll find out. And the payments, I'm not sure. It totally depends on a few factors. One is that I don't deal with payments. They're all sorted out by the sponsors. DriveNightLive and EdgeTV manage the payments for the race prize winnings. And you have to go and join their Discord and add them as a friend on Steam. So it takes a little while. It's not instant. I do believe that Steam has a thing where you have to be friends with someone for at least 3 days before they would allow you to send payments through Steam. So it takes a little while, but they're done promptly, don't worry. I do believe everybody that has been in the previous event has already been paid for the event that they've done. Yeah, I saw that. It's alright. But remember that they do tell you when you go to when you request a pit stop, they tell you whether your pit box is occupied or not. And if someone else has already requested a pit stop, they will tell you that your pit box is occupied. They should do. So it's a bit unfortunate. Also, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but even if your pit box is occupied, you can still go in a pit stop. So technically, he could have pulled straight inside the same spot as De Silva and pitted at exactly the same time, if he had known that. It is a bug with the game. I don't know why it does it, but you can actually pull into the same pit box as the other driver at the same time. So, I mean, this is the race right now. It's between Chaps and JK16. This is where the race is at right now. Shaggy Dan, I've got to say thank you for you coming in and hosting the channel, dude. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys had a good stream. Hope you guys have gonna enjoy the event. I'm sorry you're a bit late for it. Like I said, we're over halfway through the event right now. And we've had some interesting races. We had a little incident earlier where somebody got taken out. And their race was over. They were being lapped and they wobbled all over the track and unfortunately got taken out. And luckily for the guy overtaking, he didn't get any damage. One of those unfortunate events, you know, it happens. These cars are very quick and in dirty air overtaking. So Japs again coming at him. Is he closer? I don't think he's close enough. See, these guys are being a lot more careful. They don't want to go for the overtake if it's going to risk contact. So they're being a little bit apprehensive when it comes to overtaking, which is good. We don't want to see any incidents. And the close racing is definitely here. I don't know what's going on with this wobbling thing either. It's been happening a lot. JK is catching Eric De Silva in first place. Sweet Speed is also catching. Slowly, but he is catching. Bear in mind that I can't read huge walls of text in the chat because I'm trying to watch what's going on track. And keep up with everything. We're trying to watch other drivers as well, you know? Because at the end of the day, what we want is we want to find the MVP too. We don't want to just concentrate on the battle that's going on between these two guys. We want to watch everything else too, right? And see what other guys are doing on track. It's not the stream, dude. It's not the stream. The stream's not shuttery. It's the cars. It's really weird. I don't know what it is, but you can see the car's shaking. It's not the stream. It's the car. The car is shaking like this. I don't know why it's doing it. Because as you see, in some cars it doesn't do it. And in other cars it does. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with that right now. But it's not the stream, dude. I think it's probably something to do with the circuit and the cars and their suspension settings. Yep. JK16 has gone into the pits, which has allowed Sweet Speed to get up into third. The Mister is quite far back. Well, he's a lap down anyway. But that now puts him not a lap down anymore. JK16 still in the pits. His fuel doesn't seem to be going up though. I mean, I don't know if we'd see that anyway. Maybe a mistake. The repair is taking hours. Oh, no way. No way. Well, I mean, again, this is what we were saying about race strategy and damaging your engine with the boost and stuff like that. You know? Oh, no, JK. What are you doing? What are you doing, JK? A bit eager on the throttle there coming out of the pits. And unfortunately, the turbo kicked in. And like I said, it makes the car kick and he went straight into the wall. Luckily, he didn't hit it too hard. But I believe he's probably still got some damage. It looks like he's still got some damage. And he probably will have to pit at the end of this lap to repair that damage yet again. Oops is about right. I mean, you can beg to differ, Mav, but if no one else in the stream is saying that there's an issue with the stream, then it's probably your connection, dude. Refresh the page and try and sort your connection out, mate. We got Tars. Again, there's no one really close enough here. The first three guys still aren't within reach of each other. Ed De Silva is running a good race right now, but he's running that engine temperature. He's got a full tank of gas. Probably enough to see him to the end of the race. The question is, will his engine damage last? Gummy pulled an overtake. Well, I mean, Gummy's in 6th position anyway. He was in 5th. So probably due to pit stops, he's dropped back a bit. JK16 in the pits again. JK16, be easy coming out of the pits this time, dude. I don't know how Ed De Silva's engine is not blown up. He's got a stealthy, sneaky setup, man. He's I don't know. He was talking about it yesterday in the stream and saying how he had a really sneaky setup. And somehow, he's pulled a Magician Houdini trick out of the magic hat. And is somehow able to keep the car running at this kind of speed, at this kind of pace, with that kind of engine temp. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's doing it. 8 laps to go we have, guys. Mev, we told you, it's the cars, dude. The cars shake. It's something weird with the cars. It's not all of them, but some of them it must be the suspension settings or something. And it's making the car shake. You can see it. You can see it. It's shaking like this. I don't know what's going on, dude. Japs is in the pits. Japs is in the pits and been overtaken by the Mister. So the Mister has moved up into 3rd. Jap's still in the pits. Taking a little bit longer than he probably thought. Still not been overtaken by anybody else. But the Mister has moved up into 3rd place. And don't forget, guys, we have 2 other drivers streaming at the moment. And if Pado can drop the link in there. It's a multi-Twitch link right now. If you're interested in watching and go and follow those guys as well, please do. You have Mr. Trip and the Mister, who are also streaming the event right now. The cam is flying, dude. The cam is fine. Tars has moved up into 4th as well now. So Tars being the more consistent driver of the pack at the moment. Although he was quite a way back, he has in fact, and Japs is coming out of the pits with JK16, I do believe, is not far behind. And JK16 just flying through these black markers right now. And Jabs is already out of the pits, but Gummy Bear is in front of him, plus Tars and the Mister. Sweet Speed, who is still a good 20 seconds behind Banana Man, Eric De Silva. And still running with high temps and managing to keep the engine damage. Fuel he has enough. 6 laps left, boys. If you guys back here are gonna do something, you're gonna have to pull something out the hat real quick. You do not have that many laps left to make your moves, guys. I'm not sure, Pado. I mean, that's not really a lot of fuel. That's about half a tank, I think. He's carrying about half a tank of fuel right there. I do believe that Ed De Silva's boost is quite high, so he's probably getting a lot of damage. But I do believe that it's enough boost for him to maintain the damage at the end of the race. We'll find out at the end of the race because we'll talk to him. He'll be in the chat and we'll talk to him and we'll find out exactly what he was running and how he was able to sustain such high temps and maintain damage for so long and keep the speed. Back here with JK16, who is still quite far back. And a lap down, I think. Unfortunate for JK16. But we still might see... We might see Eric De Silva coming into the pits to fix that damage before the end of the race. You never know. We don't know what's going on with his car. We can't see it. So we have no idea what's going on with his car right now. Sweet Speed is still a good 25 seconds behind him too. Followed by the Mister, who's not that far behind him, to be honest. But I do believe he's a lap down on the first two guys. Tars, who is also a lap down behind these guys. So I think if there was any racing left, it's probably over. JK16, where is Japs? So yeah, JK16 is nowhere close enough to catch Japs. But we know JK16's a beast. And we know that he can really pull some stuff out of the hat when he really needs to. So maybe he can pull something out of the hat and catch Mr. Japs. But we'll have to wait and see. Trip, retired, yeah. I don't know what happened there, but we missed it. We missed it. It probably happened very, very quickly, and we didn't see it because we didn't get the little yellow icon here. So we missed that, I'm afraid. Don't know if this guy's going to catch him or not. And Sweet Speed is dropping further and further back from Eric. I think he's just accepted the fact that he's going to come second. And the Mister is way too far back to even be a contestant for the first two spots. I think he is also taking it easy and not trying to be too aggressive or race or push for race pace because he's got quite a lead on Tars here. Tars, though, will probably be pushing quite hard to catch up with the Mister because he could really do with those points. Tars could do with those points. I mean, he's still too far back for second, but he's within striking distance of the Mister. So the Mister, who is just casually strolling around the track, might want to pick up his pace a little bit. Because if Tars catches him, he's going to get those points, which could help Tars out quite a bit. Ah, Zerone. Was it Zerone? Zerone has left as well. No, Zerone has not left, but he is quite far back. Doesn't appear to have any damage, but he is quite far back, so maybe he had to go into the pits to repair that. Yup, he's hit something again. And the Mister is dropping further and further back. So is Sweet Speed. But Tars doesn't seem to be gaining on him. Now you would think that Tars would be gaining. But he doesn't appear to be. Yeah, the Mister is going slower and slower. I think he's probably trying to maintain his engine damage. So that he can make it to the end of the race without having to pit. Maybe. Tars isn't really catching the guy in front. He is catching the Mister though. Engine temp's alright, so I think the Mister is just being conservative. Maybe it's fuel. Maybe it's fuel he's trying to conserve. Maybe he's got it on a lean setting for the fuel, and that's what he's doing. He's trying to maintain so that he doesn't have to pit again before the end of the race. Maybe he misjudged his pit stop slightly. Tars is definitely chasing hard though, but also very low on fuel. There's only 3 laps left. We'll see. Silver hasn't been into the pits. If Silver had been into the pits, then Sweet Speed would have caught him. Sweet Speed isn't catching De Silva. So De Silva has not fixed his engine. I do not believe so. He has not been into the pits, no. Hang on a minute. Something's going on here. That Gummy Bear is catching? So Jabs is catching Gummy Bear right now. Oh, and Gummy Bear runs a little bit wide. It wasn't Gummy Bear. It wasn't Gummy Bear. I thought it was Gummy, but it isn't. Gummy's a bit further ahead. Gummy's here. Jabs is here. So Jabs is chasing. But let's see. And Tars is still quite a way behind. Behind Gummy Bear here. And 13 litres of fuel. With just over 2 laps to go. Again with Jabs chasing Gummy. And do believe he's going to get him. Of course he is. Gummy lets him through there. GG Gummy. Good job, dude. Good job, dude. Remember that anyone underneath third place, these guys all only get 1 point anyway. So here's where the points are. It's right here. First, second, and third. He's still a good 10 seconds back. Who is this? Is that Jabs? No. Who just overtook Tars? Is that someone lapping Tars? No. Gummy. Gummy has just overtaken Tars. Coming out of Parabolica onto the straight. Not Tars, sorry. Is it? I'm sure it is. No? Who is that? Is that Jabs? Jabs has been overtaken by Gummy, sorry. I got a bit confused there because I'm jumping backwards and forwards. But Gummy has nailed Jabs on the overtake there. Jabs sleeping at the wheel. The race is over. And Eric De Silva has won. Sweet Speed is coming up into second. Where is JK16? JK16 has gone. It's vanished. I don't know what happened to JK16 there. Jabs is coming back at Gummy now. For the last corner. Yep. Comes in and takes him. No. Oh. He backed off. But Gummy's gone wide. And Captain Ahab there with no wheel. But Jabs coming in to take 5th. Finishing position, so. And that is the race over, ladies and gentlemen. Gummy bringing it home for 7th, 6th. Jerome bringing it home for 7th. And Captain Ahab coming along with only 1 wheel on his car. Ed De Silva. GG, guys. Oh, no way, JK16. You got disconnected. Well, that's not good. That is not good. And that is the end of the event, guys. Crazy, man. Guys, I've got to tell you, JK16 and Jabs, that was great racing between you two. pretty much between you two and De Silva and Sweet Speed was pretty much where the action was for this race. So between the two groups of drivers, so between De Silva and Sweet Speed, and then Japs and JK16 was some really good racing between you guys. Really fair, really nice close racing. Really enjoyed that. That was good, man. That was good. So, let me do my obligatory screenshot thingy. So we have the race results there. Just make damn sure that it got it, because that was that. Who had the quickest lap then? 1:17.8. Oh, look, it's very close. 7:9. So Japs. Do believe De Silva gets the quickest lap. So we have De Silva with the race win and the quickest lap. Sweet Speed coming in to second. This is gonna take some pointing thing going on right now, because I gotta work this shit out, man. Give me a moment, cause we have to work this out, man. Gets 5 points. Sweet. Ends up with, what, 4 points? 3 points. Sorry. Give me a second. 4 points, sorry. De Silva gets 4 points for the win, doesn't he? So, 4 points for the win. Then we have De Silva, the Mister, who wasn't really in the running for any position there. But still takes the 2 points for third. Sorry guys, just give me a second because I'm trying to work this out as we are live. I'm trying to work out the points here to find out. I mean, it's going to be Sweet Speed, right? Sweet Speed. It's going to be De Silva. De Silva is going to be the guy that wins, right? It was tied between you three anyway for first place. And De Silva has won, which means he gets another 4 points, right? Which gives him a total of 9 points. If I'm not mistaken. This is me trying to do maths on the fly here, right? Bear in mind that I'm trying to do this and you guys are all talking as well, right? Started last to second. I mean, Sweet Speed had a very good race, guys. He was in last place. He had a flying start. He went all the way through the grid, straight up into second place, guys. So he had a really good run there, Sweet Speed. To be honest, I don't want to swing any votes. It's up to you guys. You vote for your MVP. You saw what was happening in the race, so you guys should vote for MVP, but I will ask about that in a second. What we're doing at the moment is we're trying to work out what the points are at the moment. Yeah, I think you guys have to vote for it. I can't, you know, that's not for me to say. Bear in mind that I am still trying to work out the points, guys, okay? So, Tars came in 4th. So, Tars, you only get 1 point, dude. So, and you had 5 points already, which gives you a total of 6 points. Yeah, so that gives you a total of 6 points. Sorry, guys. I'm terrible at this kind of stuff. I really am, and trying to do it quickly on the fly. Tars, Japs 1 point as well. Where is Japs? Let's have a look. Do you believe Japs only had 1 point as well? No, Japs had 2 points. So Japs ends up with 3 points. So we got 3 points here. And the Mister, again, let's just double check, 2 points. So the Mister on the final board, the Mister, he had 1 point, so he's also 3 points. Just give me a second, guys, because I'm trying to go through the leaderboard right now and work out who has what. So these other guys down here all had 1 point. So they're not really in the running. So it's pretty much to the top guys. So De Silva is in the lead with 9 points. And I do believe that it's going to be... Sweet Speed had points too. He had 2 points already. And he came second, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so he gets... We did this already. So he's got another 3 points. So that gives him 5 points. Yeah, so that gives him a total of 5 points. Yeah, I think De Silva's first with 9 points. Then we have Tars in second with 6 points. Yeah, Tars is in second with 6 points. I am trying to work this out. Sorry guys, give me a minute. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. But remember, I'm doing this all on my own, guys. I don't have anyone helping me. This is just me doing this. I have it all worked out on my computer here, but I'm trying to work it out as we're going. Swede. Yeah, Swede had 5 points, which we have. So Swede is in second, in third, sorry. So Swede with, what do we say? 5 points, right? Yeah. 5 points, which we had here already. Yeah, so De Silva is in first. Then we have Tars in second and Swede in third. Jap's in fourth, I do believe. And then the rest of the positions are 1 or 2 points each. So, they're the main ones, guys. Alright, so I was trying to work that out on my other screen, so I wasn't looking at the chat, guys. I'm sorry. That is the end of the event, though. So De Silva is the winner. Not only of the race, but of the series. So he does very, very well. He also ends up with the quickest lap of the race. So he gets fastest lap, race win, and championship win as well. Well done, De Silva, dude. Very good performance, buddy. I don't know how the hell you managed to keep that car going with that amount of temperature damage and stuff. Give me a second. Okay. Right. That is in fact the end of the event though, guys. So thank you very much for coming and watching. I don't know if anyone's on the Discord and wants to talk. I do believe they've all gone. There's no one in there. So I don't know if you guys want to come in. De Silva, come and jump in Discord for me quickly so we can talk about the race and see about what your engine was like. Because I'd like to talk to you about that and find out what kind of settings you were running. Rather than you just typing in the text in the chat, I want you to come and join me on Discord so that we can talk about it, if you don't mind. Right, there he is. Hey, Mr. De Silva.
Hi.
Hi! How the hell did you pull that off, bro? We were all watching. We were all watching all the way through and we're going, how is his engine not overheating? How is he not getting engine damage and still racing? Why is he not pitted to repair? And we're all asking it the whole way through the way. We're like, surely he's got to pit soon. Surely he's got to pit soon. He never pitted. We're like, what the fuck's going on? Tell us.
Ask Sweet. The whole week, I told them, like, we were talking about it, like, basically every night. Like, all right, I tried that, and that's like the lap time I got for that amount of damage per lap. So
So he
seriously,
calculated everything.
I calculated every single thing.
All right, so Mr. Mathematician over here, the Enigma, right? The Enigma dude, right? Working out all his mathematics,
Brainy.
precision engineering, right there. So, what were you running? Just tell us. How much boost were you running?
All right, so I was running 70% boost with
Right?
65% radiator opening. 65 radiator opening with 70% boost was around 105 degrees Celsius all along for the engine. So it was a bit of a hot temperature, but not so bad. And I knew that I was going to consume like a lot of fuel compared to the rest of the guys. So all my pit stop, I hit for 25 laps and started 25 laps of fuel.
Yeah.
And since it was a long pit stop, while at it, I also changed for soft tires. So I started on soft and switched for other soft. So I was always like basically pulling crazy laps after lap.
Okay. Well, that's really cool, man. It's, that's really cool. Now, Sweet Speed, explain to us what happened with your pit stop, dude. Because you both dived in the pits at the same time. I was
Yeah.
watching, and we're like, hang on a minute, did he get a drive-through or something? What happened there? Now, we're
No,
assuming
the
that you
thing is
both had the same pit box, right?
exactly that's exactly what
Yeah.
happened, and I thought I saw the green arrows like throughout the pit crew, and I thought I was right after it. I was gonna skip it, but then I realized when it was too late, then we had the same pit box. So I
Yeah.
basically gave myself a drive-through, and after that,
Cost
after that I
yourself
was
quite a bit of time there, I'm afraid, didn't you, with that?
yeah. Well, it
Yeah.
cost me the win, but whatever. It was still a good race, and I'm just happy I managed to finish with all the
I
suspension
mean,
damage.
it was great. It was a great race. Watching you two racing against each other was great. You're constantly doing it. I did miss a couple of your overtakes. I'm not gonna lie, I did, but because I'm constantly switching between you two and Japs and JK. So Japs and JK was exactly the same. They were right behind each other the whole bloody race, and I'm like watching them. Nothing happening. Like they're getting closer, but no overtaking. And then I'd switch to you guys, and they'd overtake. And then it'd be the same with you guys. I'd be watching you guys for a little while, and nothing would be out. So I'd switch back to them, and then you'd overtake, and I'd miss it. So I was just like, oh my god. But I was trying so hard to catch the overtakes, man. I really was.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of overtakes. I was seeing that like in the scoreboard. I was like, they are still so close together. How?
Yeah, yeah. They were neck and neck. All of you literally just you two groups of drivers. So you and De Silver and Sweet Speed, and JK16 and Japs. You two were both of you were constantly changing positions with each other. Like the two groups of drivers all the time, all the way through the race, changing positions. So that was crazy, man. Really good racing, really fair driving as well. De
Yeah, that was
Silva,
fun.
what happened when you hit Mav, mate?
Dude,
Because you went for the
seriously, I want to start
overtake
off
and
by
then
I am the luckiest bastard I know because I slammed into the back of Mav. Like the thing is when you get overtaken, you well, to me, you should just stay on your line, don't do anything. The people that are gonna overtake you and overlap you are gonna be the one pulling maneuvers and all of that. Don't be trying to avoid them. Don't be breaking in their face to let them go. None of
yeah.
that. Just let them go. And what happened is I was behind Swede and Mav was like alongside him. So obviously having the draft, I was gonna go completely to the right of the track and overtake from the right side. But Mav decided to go right at the same time, which is completely a mistake. I know it wasn't an accident. I know it wasn't an accident on his side, and even from my side, I should have been more careful. I got to give it to him. It was not completely his fault, but I got so lucky. I slammed into the back of him, and believe it or not, I got absolutely no damage,
I swear to
none
God,
whatsoever.
the front wing of your car lifted his car up and it just bounced off the front of your car and you just carried on
Yeah.
going like nothing happened, mate. And we were saying at the time, I was like, I didn't know how to call it because I'm like, I posted earlier, didn't I? Like a couple of days ago, I made the driving tips thing, and I posted exactly what you're talking about right now about the overtaking and the blue flags and stuff. I posted a whole bloody thing in there, telling people how to deal with that, right? So he was wobbling across the track. He did switch twice. He moved once and then he moved again. And when you went to go round him on the right, that's when he moved across the track into you. So he kind of panicked a little bit. He thought you were going left. You didn't go left and you went right instead, and he's kind of steered into your way. Racing incident,
Yeah.
I guess it happens. You know, next time, hopefully you guys will learn not to be wobbling all over the track. I did say at the beginning of the race that I didn't want people, it doesn't matter whether you're a lap down or not, to be wobbling all over the track. So, what can I say,
Well,
guys? Yeah.
As I say, I cannot give him too much flack about it because I did go quite for a big move.
Yeah, I mean, it was aggressive. It was definitely aggressive, but not entirely your fault because he did wobble and come across the track in front of you, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah.
The Mister,
The perfect scenario would have been he would have stayed in like exactly in his current line.
Yeah, that would have been perfect, but, you know, stuff happens, right?
Live and learn.
Right. The Mister. You had a great race, dude. You were quite a way back, but lap after lap, you were gaining positions. And you actually
Man, that
managed
was-
to do really well.
That was such a roller coaster of feelings, I tell you. I was like, everything gonna be fine, and I went to the pits, and my pit strategy was try to keep the engine damage as low as possible. Don't repair the engine, and get 145 liters of fuel and switch tires. But I didn't switch the tires. I set it to recommended, and the pit crew was like, "Okay, half of the race is done, half of your tires are gone. We don't swap them."
Yeah.
I was so pissed in that moment because it wouldn't cost me any time to change the tires at all because the fueling is the same length and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was so lucky then, and in the end I was really, oh my god, I did that one mistake where I went onto the grass and I went right into the ref limiter and got 3% engine damage in a split second or something. And then I was like, nah, I'm not inside of my fucking damage plan anymore.
Yeah.
And then I was really worried. So in the last 3 laps, I led Silver Pass, so I don't have to do another lap more.
Yeah,
And-
we were watching that actually. We were wondering because
And
I
in
said,
3 laps, I lost 30 seconds to Japs or something.
yeah.
Because I was just trying to save the car as much as possible. I was like, now I'm on the podium. I don't want to risk anything. And I was thinking about, okay, turning down the fuel map, but there is no fuel map for this car. And was lucky that I had lapping as well, because else it would have been a tough call, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we were doing in the stream. We were watching you and we were saying, like, he slowed down. Perhaps he's changed the engine mode. I did say that. I wasn't aware of the fact that they didn't have a different engine mode, so...
I wasn't either. I
As-
was like, okay, I'm gonna go now to lean mix and everything is fine. Oh, you can't change that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because we were watching the fuel. I was watching the fuel on your car and on Tarz's as well. Tarz's was pretty much out of fuel on his last lap. He had, like, literally 10 liters, I think. And we were, like, watching him to see if he was actually going to make it. And the same with you. And you backed off and I'm watching the time. I'm like, Tarz is catching this guy. You know, he's not. He's dropping further and further back, and Tarz is going to catch him.
Yeah, the thing is, the game was really wrong there somehow, because in the split, in the standings time, it told me Tarz is away like 30 seconds. And then the crew chief was like, yeah, the guy behind you is reeling in 16 seconds. I'm like, what? No, it's 30. And then he said 10 seconds, and all of a sudden he was not even one turn behind me. And it was like, huh?
Yeah.
So the game completely showed me the wrong split times. I don't know what's happening, but I was really nervous. And then I was deciding, okay, either the engine survives it or not, but I have to go full throttle again.
All right. I just
Because
asked
I
you
was
to...
not expecting that.
Just ask you to, just for a second, be quiet, guys. Okay, Tarz is saying in the chat that he had only 3 liters of fuel on the finish. He said he pitted lap 10. He told it to repair and switch tires and put 80 liters. He put 70 and didn't do his tires. So again, I think what you guys, the problem you guys are having with the pit stops, and I keep trying to tell you guys this, do not use recommended or automatic. You have to tell the guys which tires you want to put on the car. Because if you don't, they won't change them, guys.
Don't request a pit stop either.
Don't request a pit stop.
Yeah.
Alright, well, there's
Request
Mr.
a pit
Japs.
stop and-
I will disagree with that on you, Japs.
I always
If-
do it, and it's I think
I
the
never
best thing.
request a pit stop. Every time I request a pit stop, it fucks up my pit stops.
Yeah.
Really,
So,
Okay.
if I don't request a pit stop and just jump into the pit, I'm basically my crew won't even be out.
yeah, I've had that problem too before, actually. But anyway, so Japs, tell us about your race with JK16, because you guys, again, just like De Silva and Sweet Speed, were constantly changing position, constantly swapping
Yeah, just
backwards and
swapping.
forwards. Yeah, I kind of figured that you guys were kind of like just giving each other the corner and just being safer rather than being aggressive and trying to race each other because of the damage and obviously almost taking each other out, probably, yeah? So I guess you were being a bit submissive like that. So yeah, tell us about your race.
I was. It's just fun. For boost, I was running 65.
Okay.
I should never have repaired my engine when I came in the pits because I didn't need to. But when I came out, I was so far down, I seen Gummy in front of me, so I was just using that push to pass constantly, and I used my whole engine in 10 laps.
Oh.
And that's why I got Gummy in the last lap, because it was just like push to pass every fucking lap.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the engine damage, and like I said, the strategies would have come in a lot into this event. So, yeah. All in all, though, guys, you enjoyed it, right? It was a good, fun event, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations, everybody. De Silva, congratulations on winning the race and the championship series. So, yeah, we'll be in touch with you about the prize winnings for that. MVP, though, goes to Sweet Speed, right? Everybody voted for Sweet Speed. I saw
Yep.
Sweet Speed get... I saw Sweet Speed get the most votes. From what I could tell, I was trying to watch the chat as much as I could, and your name was the name that popped up the most. So, Sweet Speed gets MVP for the race. Coming back from the back, coming up to take second. That's storming performance, guys. Storming.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, yeah, and thank you very
It
much
was
again.
really all in the launch.
Yeah, thank you. You got a flying start there, dude. You really did. But yeah, thank you very, very much, everybody, for coming and taking part in the events. It's been great fun hosting these events and doing them. Thanks again to DriveNightLive and EdgeTV for sponsoring the events and making these events possible. Without them, we couldn't do it, and it's been good fun. So yeah, I look forward to doing some more. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. End of the event. Thank you very much for coming into the Discord and talking about your race. Really appreciate it. Gonna take a couple of minutes now to kind of sort things out. We'll do some racing anyway. I'll host some lobbies and we'll run some races. But that is the end of the event and the esports event that I've been running today. So thank you everybody that's come in to hang out. Really appreciate you hanging out in the stream and watching and being here and supporting the esports event. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you come back to check out the next series. Thank you very much.